When you hit your 60s, 70s, maybe even your 80s, your body starts telling the truth in ways it never used to. You can hide your wrinkles, you can dye your hair, but your body? It always finds a way to speak up. And one of the first things it speaks through is your feet. You might laugh at that, but it's true. Your feet, the same ones that carried you through every decade, every step, every heartbreak and victory, they're the first to know when something inside you isn't right. One morning you look down and notice they don't look like they used to. They're puffy, heavy, maybe even discolored. You press your finger against your ankle and the dent stays there longer than it should. You try to brush it off, maybe too much salt last night, maybe you sat too long. But that little voice in your gut says otherwise. See, when you're young, your body bounces back without much effort. But as you grow older, every change has meaning. Every ache, every tingle, every bit of swelling, it's a message. And the truth most seniors don't want to hear is this: when your feet start to swell, your heart might be falling behind. That's the part nobody tells you. You expect heart problems to show up as chest pain or shortness of breath, but for many older adults, the first sign isn't in your chest at all, it's in your toes. The heart's a muscle, and like every muscle, it gets tired. After decades of beating nonstop, sometimes it just can't keep up. When that happens, blood doesn't flow as strong as it used to. It starts pooling down low in your legs and feet. You start seeing the swelling, you start feeling the weight, and that's your heart whispering, "I'm struggling." But most seniors ignore it. You tell yourself it's just old age. You put on your slippers, you prop your feet up, you say, "It'll go down by morning." And sometimes it does, but not for long. The swelling always comes back, the feet stay cold, the skin looks shiny. Your shoes start feeling tighter. Maybe you even start noticing tingling, or that your socks leave deep lines that don't fade. Those are your first warnings. It's not just age, it's your body fighting to keep balance. And when your feet swell, it's because the blood that should be moving up and out is getting stuck down below. That's what happens when the heart starts losing power. And here's the thing about old age. Your body doesn't always shout when something is wrong. It whispers, quietly, gently. And if you don't listen to the whispers, one day it'll stop whispering altogether. So look at your feet. Really look at them. Are they swollen at the end of the day? Do your socks leave deep marks on your skin? Do your toes feel colder than your hands? If you're nodding right now, don't ignore it, because those feet are talking. They're not just tired, they're sending a message from deep inside. Every puffiness, every cramp, every bit of numbness could be your heart saying, "I need help." And it's not being dramatic to check it out. It's being alive, it's being smart. It's giving yourself a chance to live longer, breathe easier, and walk stronger. A lot of older folks think, "I've lived long enough, I'll be fine." But that's not the truth. You've lived long enough to know the value of listening. And if there's one thing your body deserves after all these years, it's attention. Your heart has carried you through every memory you've ever made. Now it's asking you to carry it, just a little. Because when your feet start changing, your body is not betraying you. It's warning you. And if you listen soon enough, that warning might just save your life. Getting older changes the way you see things. You start measuring time differently. You don't rush like you used to. You learn to live slower, softer, quieter. But inside your body, something else is slowing down too. Your heart. It doesn't mean you're dying. It means your heart's tired. Decades of hard work, stress, high blood pressure, sugar, maybe a little too much salt, maybe a few too many "I'll go tomorrow" checkups. It all adds up. And one day, the engine that's been running nonstop since the day you were born starts losing steam. But the tricky part? It doesn't stop all at once. The first signs are small. You get tired easier. You take a walk and need to stop halfway. You wake up feeling heavy, even if you slept all night. You think that's just old age, but it's not always age. Sometimes it's your heart quietly waving a white flag. When your heart gets weak, it can't pump blood fast enough. And when blood slows, it doesn't drain back from your legs. It stays, it builds up. That's why seniors get swollen feet and ankles. Your heart isn't pushing strong enough to clear the flood. It's like a river dammed up at the bottom. The water doesn't disappear, it just has nowhere to go. And while you're sitting there watching TV or reading the paper, your feet are holding the evidence. They're puffed, tight, shiny, and cold. You might rub them, thinking it's just circulation. You might even take a pain pill. But that's not fixing the problem. That's hiding it. The truth is, by the time swelling shows up, your body's already been struggling for a while. You might notice other little things too. You wake up in the middle of the night, gasping for air. You can't sleep flat anymore. You pile pillows under your head. You think maybe it's your lungs, or maybe you're catching a cold, but it's not your lungs, it's your heart. Because when your heart can't move fluid the way it used to, it builds up inside your chest. That's why some older folks cough at night. That's why they feel tired no matter how much they rest. And still, so many ignore it because it doesn't hurt. It just lingers. That's how heart failure hides. Quietly, slowly, in your breath, in your feet, in your exhaustion. And by the time it finally hurts, the damage is already done. You see, the body has a strange way of showing mercy. It gives warnings long before the storm hits. The feet are one of those warnings. The swelling, the numbness, the heaviness, they're not your enemy. They're your body trying to tell you to slow down, pay attention, get help. You've survived too much to go silently now. So don't ignore your feet. Don't dismiss the signs. Because the feet you've vested on your whole life might just be the ones that keep you standing a little longer. There comes a moment in every senior's life when the small signs start to connect. The swollen feet, the shortness of breath, the sudden weight gain around the ankles. It all starts to make sense. You just didn't want to see it before. You tell yourself, I'm fine. I'm just getting older. But deep down, something, knows, this isn't just age. That's the turning point. That's the moment where your choices decide everything. Because right there, between ignoring it and acting on it, lies the difference between living longer and losing time you didn't have to lose. For most seniors, the first clue comes on a quiet morning. You swing your legs off the bed, and the floor feels strange under your feet. They're heavy, thick, maybe a little numb. You walk a few steps and realize they feel tighter than yesterday. You try to move around, hoping the swelling goes down, but it doesn't. Instead, you feel tired, and not the I didn't sleep enough kind of tired. It's the kind that lives deep in your bones. You sit down, take a breath, and suddenly realize, even breathing feels like work. That's when your heart's calling for help. Doctors call it congestive heart failure, but for you, it's just life slowing down in all the wrong ways. Your heart's not pumping hard enough, so the blood you need isn't moving fast enough. That's why your feet swell. That's why your lungs fill. That's why your mind feels foggy some mornings. It's all connected. You see, the heart is like a pump. It pushes blood through your whole body. But when that pump weakens, everything behind it starts to flood. The veins in your legs can't push the blood back up. The fluid leaks out. That's the swelling. That's the heaviness. And it's your warning sign, your final gentle alert before things get serious. This is the moment where most older people still have a chance to turn it around. If you listen early, you can lighten the heart's load. If you stay stubborn, it only gets harder. That's why the small things matter. Cutting the salt, walking a little every day, keeping your legs raised, checking your blood pressure. These simple habits can keep your heart alive longer than any pill ever could. But you have to start now, not next week. Not when it hurts worse. Now, because when your feet start swelling, your heart isn't failing overnight. It's warning you weeks, sometimes months in advance. That's a gift. Most people never get that kind of warning before something breaks inside them. You can ignore it, or you can use it. You can pretend it's nothing, or you can take it as a message. You still have time, and maybe that's what aging is really about. Not about losing your youth, but learning how to listen. Because after all those years of living, working, loving, and fighting, your body is not your enemy. It's your partner. It's been with you through it all. And now, it just wants you to take care of it back. The truth is, nobody grows old overnight. It happens slowly, quietly, just like heart failure does. But recognizing the signs? That's what separates the ones who fade too soon from the ones who keep walking a little longer. So, when you see those feet swell again, don't just shrug. That's your heart tapping your shoulder. That's your body saying, "Hey, I'm still here. But I need you to notice." And if you do, if you finally listen, that could be the moment you save yourself. The body has a language of its own and never stops talking. It just waits for you to listen. And for older people, the truth is simple. The signs don't always scream. They whisper. The most dangerous changes are often the quietest ones. You might not feel pain, you might not see it coming, but your body, your heart, they always know first. And when it comes to your feet, those whispers can mean everything. Maybe one day you notice the color looks off. Not just a little pale, but different. A strange purple tone around your toes, or a blue tint creeping up your ankles. You rub them, trying to warm them up, but it doesn't go away. That's not cold weather, that's blood moving too slow. When the heart weakens, it doesn't push enough oxygen through your blood. Your feet are the farthest place from your heart, so they show it first. That blue, that purple, that chill, it's not random. It's your body showing you the truth that your heart is too tired to say out loud. Then comes the tingling. That strange pins and needles feeling that won't leave you alone. It is not just bad circulation. It has nerve endings begging for more oxygen. You start tripping on small things, or your balance feels off. You get dizzy after standing too long. You feel like your legs aren't listening to your brain anymore. And deep down, you know something's off. It's not fear talking. It's awareness. It's your body asking for help while there's still time to help it. Many seniors think it's just part of getting old. But the truth is, age doesn't kill, neglect does. It's not old age that makes your feet swell or turn blue. It's poor circulation, fluid buildup, oxygen loss, all tied back to your heart. And here's what most people don't realize. These signs don't just appear overnight. Your body builds up to them. Weeks of fatigue, days of slow walking, moments of lightheadedness you brush off. It all leads to this. Your body quietly trying to tell you, please slow down, pay attention. I'm not okay. Sometimes the biggest danger isn't pain, it's comfort. Because when things don't hurt, you don't act. You sit a little longer. You rest a little more. You tell yourself you'll call the doctor later. And that later is what steals time away. Because heart failure doesn't wait for you to be ready. It doesn't knock on your door politely. It just builds one small symptom at a time until suddenly breathing feels like drowning. That's why those quiet foot changes matter more than you think. If you're over 60 and your feet are swollen, cold, or turning color, that's not something to ignore. That's the red flag before the storm. That's your heart saying, I can't carry this alone anymore. And if you act fast, if you go see your doctor, if you take care of your diet, if you walk a little every day, if you give your heart a chance to rest, you can slow the storm before it hits. Because heart failure doesn't have to mean the end. It just means your body needs a different kind of care. Think of it this way, you spent your whole life taking care of others, kids, work, family, everyone but yourself. But now, this part of your life is about taking care of you. You deserve peace. You deserve ease. And that starts with listening to the little signs, the quiet changes, the feet that carry your story. Because your feet have always known where you're going. And right now, they're trying to tell you where you need to slow down.
There's something sacred about the way the body works. Even after years of wear, decades of use, and a lifetime of stories, it still fights for you. It still tries to keep you alive. That's what makes those little warning signs so powerful. They're not signs of death. They're signs of life, trying to hold on. When your feet swell, when your breath shortens, when your energy fades, that's not your body giving up. That's your body asking you to help it fight. And that, right there, is the second chance every senior deserves. You see, getting old isn't about counting down the days, it's about making the ones left truly count. You've spent a lifetime giving to children, to family, to work, to everyone else. Now it's time to give something back to yourself, because this stage of life, it's not punishment, it's permission. Permission to rest, permission to heal, permission to pay attention to what's been keeping you alive all these years. Your heart, that small, tireless machine that's beaten billions of times just to keep you standing, smiling, breathing. It's not weak, it's tired, and it's asking for a little care. So when you see those feet swollen, don't look away. Sit down, take a breath. Remember how far they've carried you. They've walked through love, through loss, through joy and pain. They've stood in kitchens, on dance floors, beside hospital beds. They've run through rain and rested on warm summer grass. Those feet tell your whole story, and now they're telling you something else. Take care of your heart. I can't go any further without it. You don't need to be afraid. You just need to be aware. Talk to your doctor. Ask questions. Don't be silent about what your body's saying. Because the truth is, these warning signs, the swelling, the color, the coldness, they're not the end. They're the beginning of a second chance. Every senior who listens early, who takes small steps to protect their heart, who chooses care instead of denial, they add years, not just years to their life, but life to their years. And maybe, just maybe, that's what real wisdom looks like. Not ignoring the signs, but respecting them. The body doesn't lie. It doesn't turn on you. It tries to protect you, even when you've stopped noticing it. Your feet, your breath, your heartbeat, they all part of the same beautiful system that has been trying to keep you here, one more sunrise at a time. So listen to them. Don't wait for pain to speak louder, because your body's already talking softly, gently, lovingly through every swelling, every ache, every quiet change. It's not warning you that death is near. It's reminding you that life still is. If you take anything from this story, let it be this. Your body isn't your past, it's your present. And even at 70, 80, or 90, it still wants to live. So take the hint. Listen. Care, because the moment you start listening to your body is the moment your heart starts healing again.